calm down. I had you had me, honey.
I'm out of break with songs. I don't mind getting on. I say go living, but be. If I had you had me, honey. I break with songs. I don't mind getting on. I say go living, but be. If I had you had me, honey.
Well, stop it. We're all going to come on the screen. How about we just turn it off?
You can manage your team's work easily with Monday.com. Just go to Monday.com and start tracking any project or workflow in minutes. Yeah, minutes. What? You don't believe me because I'm in.
I can't hear.
Yeah, I can't hear you either. I thought it was just me. I'm like, stay quiet.
That's so good. That was so amazing.
It's all complicated again.
No. Welcome,
So much has happened. We're even sponsored by Monday.com now.
Oh,
no, welcome to the Three Tenors, the season final, the last premiere of the Three Tenors. We've got our host DJ Bosse over in the corner here. We've also got down below the Van Doolen in the house. How are you, mate? What's going down?
Phenomenal, mate. It's been an interesting time. It's good to be back for the final special episode.
Thank you for joining us, and happy birthday to you, bro.
Yes.
How old are you? How young are you now, mate?
Yeah, apparently I'm a youngling, 28.
28. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, mate. And did you
Actually,
do something special in your COVID times?
yeah, so it's been interesting down in Victoria still. I'm very personal about my birthday. Not many people know.
Yeah, we
And
didn't
then
actually. So.
deliberately, I don't like the attention. I think it's a really weird excuse to have a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
As I say, my mum actually did all the work.
Shout out to her. Beautiful.
So shout out to mum.
Yep.
So it's just kind of weird. And then I had a chat to a few people, and they're like, "Oh, it's just an excuse to celebrate.
Oh, okay. Oh, well,
Like,
mate.
It's a celebration of Michael Doolan Day." So I'm like, "All right, fuck
Exactly
it, let's
right.
just celebrate." So I was like, "All right, I'm just gonna throw on a mix." So I ended up mixing for an hour on Twitch. Twitch fucking cut all of it because like just all of it. Much like Facebook cut my podcast a week ago, but let's not get into that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still wicked mix. Had a lot of fun, and I was like charging. I was like had so much energy. I was like shaking off the mix pretty much. It was
What music were you
fucking
playing,
awesome.
mate?
I played everything. I was like,
So melodic
going-
techno, just because everyone's paying me out, or paying us out about melodic techno, because we're trying to push that sound at the moment, and yeah, it's called melodic techno. It's not trance, guys, and you guys playing trance in your underpants, hard trance. Get along to melodic techno. What do you reckon, Bosse?
100% get onto melodic techno. I'm still getting over that start of the show.
Bro, keep on, mate, bro.
Keep going.
Listen, guys, we've got a packed show for you this evening. We have all the guests, most of the guests that have been on the show and the interview. If any of you don't realise, and this is probably our 10th episode that we've done for the three tenors that's out there. So thank you very much, all the listeners and everybody, the audience and everybody that's contributing, the three tenors, including Dool and yourself. And our interviewers we've got on tonight, we've got Garth from the Smile Police. Special honourable mention. A special honourable mention goes out to Travis from Krankin, as well as Sean Sullivan Escolar. Yeah, these guys can't make it tonight, but we've also got, as well as Garth, we've got our three local DJs from Melbourne and lineup: Kaycee, Steve, Dixon, Exa-Cist, and Derek, DJ Telemikus. So, as well as hopefully our local tarot reader Kay, she'll jump on as well. Yeah, shout out to Kay. And we've got our two brand new segments which we're taking over to the MK and Bosse show next week. We've got Dave DGen doing our tech talk, and we've got the lovely two industry girls, the lovely Jojo and Winki. They're going to do their thing with the gig fix. That'll be our gig guide, and they'll explain to you what live streams and events will be happening around town and Australia. So big show, guys.
Very big show. Oh, let's move on now. So we're going to have a bit of a talk about the Burning Man, which was on last week. It's
the old Nevada desert Burning Man. That's pretty historic, that thing. Yeah,
at Nevada's Black Rock Desert. Yeah, that was, so it's a 9-day festival normally, like before COVID. It brings in crowds of 80,000 people normally.
wild.
Cancelled due to COVID.
Half naked, I might add. Is that right? Half naked, I might add. Bit like esoteric shit out to you guys.
Yeah, tickets are probably like $425 a head to go to this festival. So it must be pretty special. But the theme was the multiverse, the quantum kaleidoscope of possibility. They had to cancel because of COVID, but they brought out a multiverse, and they've done it 3D. So if you had some Oculus 3D headsets, you could actually zoom into this party and actually join the party. So I've got a bit of footage of this from someone's headset that went to it. Here we go. So this is in virtual reality. They're walking into a stage. You can see the DJ up the back there.
Listen to that music. Oh,
How bizarre would that be?
See a few people flying as well already.
There's the Burning Man. DJ up the back there. So yeah, it looks very next level. Like if that's how the parties are going to be going in this Corona pandemic.
Very interesting. Yeah, I heard they had an app that, obviously the app that you could go through if you had some Oculus Rifts or 3D glasses. You dive into the Burning Man app, and no party people there, but that's very computer generated. It feels like listen, there's heaps of gamers out there, and very similar to that. So I don't mind a bit of it. So you've got to do what you do.
So it didn't really show it on there, but it actually had the DJ like doing the stream. At the stage, so you walk through the crowd and get up front stage and shit. You're like, yeah, baby.
Have a look at what's going on, and Michael Van Doolen doing some surfing styles or hoverboard shit going on there.
Yeah, my Segway or skateboard, electric skateboard, and virtual reality world. It's wild.
A thousand hardcore fans of the Burning Man went down to San Francisco beach to celebrate. Still,
yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah, massive response, and the mayor shut down the beach, and they copped a lot of flack over it. So
did they?
Tried to burn the man, but it didn't work. So yeah, but look, I hope more festivals do that kind of thing because it looks quite interesting.
Listen, I've got to give a shout out to Neil Coates a couple of times because I did a bit of an interview with him on his podcast, the MK Boy did, and we'll show that a bit later, but. We found some stuff online that, guys, we want to make this podcast a bit more interactive. So if you guys want to write your birth date in the show notes, we don't need your year. We just need your date and your month. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring up something here, and I'm going to give a shout out to the old K girl. Now I know her, that local card tarot reader. She's on the 25th of July. So I'm just going to see what's going on with her with a Florida woman that's born on her birthday. So, dear Kay,
this is a Florida girl on her birthday.
Yeah. So basically, Kay, we're basically putting in your birthday and what happened when you were born on that day. So on Kay's birthday, a Florida woman, please put your birthday in the show notes, guys, and we'll look up yours as well. But this is for Kay, our tarot reader. Florida woman sentenced to probation after pulling live alligator from her pants during the traffic stop. So that's her there. Sorry.
What?
Yeah, I'll just do a quick...
Brent Beachy's just put his birth date up. It happens to be the 9th of the 9th. Happy birthday, Beachy.
Okay,
what?
Okay. All right, let me do that. Happy birthday, mate. Maybe I should put woman in here for him as well. What was it? The 9th of the 9th, was it?
Yep.
Yeah, the 9th of September. Beachy boy. Florida gun owners encouraged to shoot. Was it shoot the storm and fire their guns? Oh, that's very, very, very cool.
Shoot storms and fire their guns.
It's pretty wild.
Is that an order? Or?
Yeah, I don't like that because of some. No, this is more him. Beachy, naked Florida man starts a house fire while. You guys can see that the screen, yeah?
Yeah.
Starts a house fire while baking cookies on George Foreman's grill. That sounds more like when you were born, mate. Hey, Bosse, what have you got for what's your missus, mate? Sorry, Lily. What's Lily?
20th the 1st.
Woman, she's Okay. What we got here, mate? So, Lily, hope you're not watching the show, but a Florida woman shot after performing sexual act for Pringles and $5, the deputies say. What have we got here? I can't see, guys. So, responding deputies from the Jacksonville Sheriff Office found the victim at 10:30 Monday night with a gunshot wound to her shoulder. According to the WIXT, investigators described her injury as a non-life-threatening. The woman reportedly told deputies she agreed to perform a sexual act, fellatio, I bet. Sorry, Lily. Act with a man in exchange for Pringles, potato chips for $5. When the deed was done, he asked for the $5.
It's a shit deal.
He asked for the $5 back and shot the woman.
Come on.
We probably should go to Bosse on that one.
On the 15th of November, you got plenty on the side there. You got Kylie Louise.
I want to do Kylie. Let's go Kylie. So, woman, let's keep that. That was when?
18th of the 10th.
Yeah, 18th of. Oh, just missed the Scorpio range. What a shame. But I'm gonna go for this one. She's got a couple hill. All right. I hope this doesn't offend you, darling. But Florida woman, golf cart gal calls police on black feather enjoying his son's soccer game. A woman in the Ponte Vedra earned the notorious nickname golf cart gal after she apparently felt she was threatened by a black man enjoying his son's soccer game. Oh, really? So that's what I know. Let's go to another one. Good. Oh, that's Florida man. That's wrong.
Have you done Doolins?
Let's go Doolin. What are you, mate?
7th of September.
Oh yeah, because that was only the day. Just a second. There you go.
Here we go. This is going to be wild.
Here we go. Florida man drunk and naked allegedly set house on fire in failed cooking baking attempt. Smoke was coming out of the house.
Spot on.
Age 27, well, that's 28, mate. Maybe you've got your date wrong. The naked man met authorities at the door, according to police report cited by Miami Herald. At the time, the home was filled with smoke and multiple items on fire. I'm sorry, he said to them and closed the door. I'm going to go MK, and what have we got on, October. What did I get up to on October? Well, this looks good. This sounds a little me. Florida man arrested for throwing sausages at his mum. The cop says 41. I'm actually 42 this year. So mother asking her to making him some food. The victim agreed to prepare a meal, but asked her son to give her a few minutes due to her being busy washing the dishes. No. The suspect apparently became angry when asked to wait. According to the probable cause statement, he threw sausages at his mother, with one sausage striking her in the right eye. The suspect was arrested for his misdemeanor, domestic battery.
You on the street for sausages.
And booked in the county jail. Anyone in the notes, mate? Who else you got on there, boss?
You got Dave.
It could have at least been lamb chops you were from.
I'm all right.
Dave for the 8th of July.
8th of July.
Let's have a crack.
Oh, there you are, Dave. Florida man says lighting firecrackers under child's bed is a prank gone wrong. That sounds so you. The homeowner lives in a tent nearby and broke into the house with the fireworks on Saturday. Morrison was chased out of the house with a stick and arrested shortly afterwards. Police found methamphetamine in his pants. The girl said she was scared by the explosion, but she did not appear to be injured. Cool story, mate.
Brooks put a date up
That's
about 4
wild.
times, so better chuck in the 29th or the 7th. And then we might move on, eh?
29th to the 7th. I should go. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. What am I doing? Cool. Here you are, Brooke. Florida woman banned for owning cats after 102 were removed from her home. There are cat ladies, and then there are cat ladies.
She's starting to look like a cat. Look at her.
Last summer, Animal Service removed 102 cats from her home. She was hereby forbidden for owning any more of them ever again. The herd was seized in July, and 60 were euthanized, owing to several severe cases of worms. Let's not go into any.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Wow. So, get rid of the cats, Brooke. Thank you for all coming on board and doing that for us, especially you, Lily. You were great, firing off your Pringles.
Yeah, I think she got the best one out of all them. Right.
She did. Oh well, sausages in my mum's eye was all right.
Yeah, not too bad.
I had fun with that.
Burn down the house.
So where are we next, Bosse? What do you reckon, mate? Should we? I reckon we. I've got one more thing, which is probably a bit of a downer from the upper, and let's go to the UK. I've got something here for you guys. I'll just do a share screen.
Yeah, no, it wasn't his child, Chris. That was wild. It was his neighbour's kid. Imagine that. Your neighbour's kid's pissing you off, so you just go light some firecrackers underneath.
All right, this is what's going on in the UK with COVID at the moment, people.
An incredible weekend as millions of people in Berlin and London protest against coronavirus lockdowns. Oh. No more lockdowns, no more masks, and no forced vaccination. That was the message from these protesters. Plus, we're taking a look at a report from the CDC that's been going around the internet. Claims that only 6% of actual coronavirus deaths are related to only the coronavirus. That statement is true, but is there more to it? I'm Ben Swan, and this is Truth in Media. Hey guys, welcome to the show. What an incredible weekend. Pictures and videos from Berlin and from London as millions of people gathered in protest to the lockdowns that have been occurring, demanding that no longer that their countries be held under draconian laws, instituting the wearing of face masks, the shutdown of schools, and of course the upcoming forced vaccination that many government officials are trying to impose. Yeah, these videos were just absolutely incredible. We're going to show you more of them in a minute, and also an excerpt from a speech given by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., which was absolutely just incredible there in Berlin. But before we do, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor for this episode, ISE.media. We are running an equity crowdfunding campaign right now in order to build a new media and tech site cases, blocking streets and trying to prevent protesters from marching. They could not. Also in Berlin, an incredible speech given by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who was launching children's health defense in Europe. And Kennedy spoke about the importance of recognizing this moment as one where those who are in power love pandemics, he says, just the way that they love wars. Listen to this.
Governments love pandemics. Regierungen lieben Pandemien. They love pandemics for the same reason they love war. Und die lieben sie aus den gleichen Gründen, wie sie den Krieg lieben. Because it gives them the ability to impose controls on the population lies never accept.
And the picture was very much the same in London, again, as we saw massive groups of people protesting. Of course, what you haven't seen are mainstream media organizations in Germany, in the UK, or even here in the United States willing to cover these protests. They have covered racial protests, inequality protests, and protests over Black Lives Matter here in the U.S. But when it comes to these massive marches in Berlin in the UK, not a word. They don't want to discuss the fact that these marches are happening. And part of the frustration we see from people who are at these marches is the fact that much of the information, including the numbers of deaths related to coronavirus, those numbers are simply not accurate. And that has not been better illustrated than what happened this weekend as the CDC released some staggering new numbers that show just how few deaths in the United States are related to just the coronavirus. Take a look at this. Over the weekend, the Centers for Disease Control dropped this bombshell report on coronavirus/COVID-19 deaths. Of the approximately 165,000 COVID deaths in the United States, less than 10,000, according to the CDC, died from COVID alone. The rest, the vast majority of them, had an average 2.6 serious additional diseases, with the addition, in most cases, of extreme advanced age. So did you get that? According to the CDC, the vast majority of these cases relate to people having 2.6 additional diseases that are severe, and on top of that, are very elderly. So again, only 6% of deaths have COVID-19 as the only cause mentioned, revealing that 94% of patients who died from the coronavirus also had, quote, other health conditions and contributing causes to the level of 2.6 diseases per person on average who died not from COVID, but died with COVID. And that is an important distinction. Now, we should mention that the largest single group out of all these numbers belongs to people who died of unknown conditions and COVID. Unknown conditions associated with COVID. So for the majority of these deaths, what are the other underlying conditions associated with these deaths that, again, are not just from COVID, but with COVID? Influenza and pneumonia, who also died with COVID. Also respiratory failure, hypertensive disease, diabetes, vascular and unspecified dementia, cardiac arrest, heart failure, renal failure, intentional and unintentional injury, poisoning, and other adverse events, as well as other medical conditions. Now, we should break down these numbers for a second here because it's important to separate this out because, as we're called, truth in media, if we want to find truth, you have to really get into the numbers. It is not fair to say that only 6% of the people died from COVID and therefore 94% did not in stop. That's not fair. In fact, if you look at these numbers, if we're being honest, then you have to say, well, okay, we know that at least 9,000 people, according to the CDC, died from COVID. And then some of these other thousands of people have died from conditions that may have been exacerbated by COVID, made worse by COVID, or wouldn't have had these conditions had it not been for COVID. Issues like respiratory failure that might have been brought on by COVID-19, and therefore, even though the cause of death is technically respiratory failure, that person wouldn't have died had they not had COVID-19. But if we're going to be fair, you also have to remove many of these other conditions. For instance, intentional and unintentional injury. Or how about poisoning? If you look at the CDC numbers, 5,000 of the deaths listed in the 160-some thousand deaths, 5,000 of them are a result of poisoning. So how in the world are you claiming that as a COVID death if the person died from poisoning? Clearly, COVID-19 did not cause the poisoning to take place. Intentional injury or even unintentional injury would not be related to COVID. Someone isn't intentionally injuring themselves because they got COVID. They're not dying from that. They're dying from their intentional injury. In fact, if you take out Alzheimer's, if you take out sepsis, if you take out dementia, if you take out cancer, you take out the unintentional injury, and then you leave in things like kidney failure, diabetes, obesity, and stroke. If you leave those in, that gives you kind of the most conservative view here. You would have to remove over 50,000 deaths from this CDC number. 50,000 deaths that are not attributed to deaths from COVID, but rather deaths with COVID. So 50,000 absolutely were not caused by COVID, if you break down the numbers, and another 77,000 are unknown. That brings us to over 120,000 of the 160,000 deaths not necessarily attributed to COVID-19. In short, you're talking about a flu season in terms of the numbers of deaths.
There we have it, people. There we have it. So, yeah, some pretty full-on stats there.
Interesting stats.
Some very interesting stats. It's very, what's the word, controversial. Abdul, and you go first, mate. What do you think?
That's hard to digest as well.
It is. It's very, very hard.
They didn't have to leave. I sort of think that about the whole COVID as well. Anyway, like it's
I just wish people that we were in truth. You know what I mean? That as in there's trust and there's honesty, but there's in truth. That you're in truth with yourself, and that the government and people were in truth, and they go, okay, this is COVID, this is because of this, or this is a dual thing, this is because of both systems. So, you know, they just muddy up the waters, and none of us know what's going on. So, and you guys are still in lockdown while Wuhan's doing their whoop parties, beach
Pretend party, yeah. I've never seen a party like that before.
Tonight, that's
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
pretty wild, eh?
Yeah, but that was a pretty big in Berlin. Like that was a pretty big protest, wasn't it? Like that was rather huge.
I believe they didn't put that on any TV. Yeah, it was just flew under the radar, like the biggest protest.
Imagine the spread on that.
I haven't fucking seen any of that. I haven't even heard about any of that. Nothing.
Like that was a lot of people. That's basically why I brought it up. But I think
how many did they say? 4 billion. 4 million. Yeah. 4 million people.
Yep. So I don't think that's coming to Australia yet. So please don't do it. And you guys are nearly out of the woodworks, I should say. Touch wood. And Melbourne, you guys are doing a great. What you're doing is great, and it's got to be hard for you, and my heart goes out to you all. So, Bosse, why don't we bring on our first guest, Garth from Smile Police Events, mate. Let's get him on board and see what he has to share for us.
Oh, geez, I'm getting ice cream.
That's all right, mate.
Wasn't ready.
How come you're not sharing, mate? What's going on there?
What am I not sharing? The ice cream?
Yes, bro.
I'm in lockdown. I can't share.
Yeah. How are you, mate?
Oh, there you are. So just going to put my ice cream away now. Thanks for having me on the show. I haven't done my hair or anything. Jeez, I'm a bit of a mess this week.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if everyone's aware. It's because it's our last free tennis show. We're just getting a few of the guests we've had on over the last couple of months. Garth has put his input into our show on numerous occasions, and it's good to have you back.
After party on the actual show for his interview, and then also outside of the interview. So, what do you think, Garth? And thank you very much for contributing, being on the show, and how was your experience and all the rest?
Well, for me, it's always a journey, and I think that the first experience is that myself and you have connected, and we've never really had that level of conversation before, even though we've been in the same industry for 20 years. So
we did at the start, didn't we? Or you were too cool for school, and
way too cool for you. I was already a year into raving, and you would start.
You booked me for one event, and then you just let me go. So
yeah, exactly. Straight away, what could I do? So I think that was really cool. That after so many years of being in the same industry, that we connected and had some good chats, and then obviously you shared your vision, and I've always been a believer of anyone that wants to contribute to the industry, whether it be events, music, entertainment. I'm there to help and support because I just love the industry. I love the music. I love the dancing. I love the decor. I love the whole package. And so when someone like yourself and Bosse and you guys step up, it's hard for me not to help and want to contribute and be part of it and share it, because it's really brave to put yourself out there like what you guys are doing. You're putting the whole world potentially you're watching, and you're putting yourself out there, and it's something I really encourage people to do. That you can't sit in your lounge room and complain about something. If you're not
ice cream.
Well, you can still eat ice cream. Look,
Can I ask? can you look after Damien a bit better on Tuesday nights when he's at your rodeo?
Well, I mean, he likes being the centre of attention. That's why he's a DJ.
I'm getting a bit of a name for
Every
myself.
Wednesday morning, his phone's off. I'm just like, what have you bloody done this time?
Every week, like this morning, he goes, your phone was off till 12 o'clock. He goes, oh, yeah, what happened? He heard about the last week as well that I was got quite passionate, let's say, Garth.
Every week. You can make a journal. But rave trivia on Damien.
I think with Ace Versa I was, but no, even that, he's brought a whole lot of joy and humour and banter to the group that wasn't existing. We were quite sterile in a sense, and he's brought a new dynamic, and we've been able to have confidence in not only having a go at him, but each all of us having a polite digs at our insecurities, our weaknesses, and I think that's character building.
And melodic techno is not a weakness, mate. It's a strength.
I've heard the melodic techno talks changed a lot over the last 3 weeks.
Oh, they're coming to our side, Bosse. Is that
yeah,
right?
No, it's definitely more polarised than ever. So yeah,
that's good.
It's maybe a Melbourne melodic squad or Melbourne techno squad scene is emerging from the Bosse crew, and we're starting a bit of a crew. There's a number of DJs that we've shouted out to already, and that we would like to pay at a couple of parties. So we're building a bit of a team together, and hopefully we'll get a couple of stages if we're lucky. So
that's what happens. I mean, you've got to start something, and if it's a genre you're passionate about, it's always just a question why certain genres are more popular in certain cities. Like, techno was massive in Melbourne in the mid-90s to late 90s. Happy Hardcore had its time, but yet you go to other cities and different genres are more powerful. You go to New Zealand, drum and bass is more powerful. And I was like, what is the key? And it's the fact that a small, passionate group of people decide to push it and influence other people.
Drum and bass is amazing, and we were just interviewing a guy in London, Bosse, just last week to get him on the show, and Rampage and just Andy C and just some amazing stuff. So it's just a lot of techno.
Got a fantastic story to share about UK Garage. I participated in your shot a few years ago, and I was partnering up with a guy from the UK called Dan. Massive shout out. And for 6 weeks he was practicing a classic EDM set. And it was all very generic, and someone's learning to DJ, so you don't want to knock them and say, oh, what you're playing is I don't like it, etc., etc. You just kind of embrace it. And then 3 days before he was meant to play, he turns around and he says to me, this guy's never DJ'd before, never even touched decks, doesn't even know how to connect the fucking thing, right? And he goes, I want to spin UK Garage for my set. And I'm like, what? What was that, Bosse?
Where's he playing? What?
He's playing your shot. So all his mates are there. There's about 300 people, maybe even 500 people crammed in this venue. It's his first set he's playing publicly too. And let's face it, UK Garage is pretty hard to spin, especially beat matching. You've got different drums, you've got different hats going on, you've got a massive range of BPMs to deal with. And he gets up there and he fucking just plays this UK Garage set that was phenomenal. So I just had to share that because I just thought it was extremely brave and courageous to stick to your roots. Oh, dude, it was best. It was one of the best sets I've ever seen. It's also one of the worst technical sets I've ever seen, but the music was phenomenal. The track selection was the best I've heard, and I'm not a massive fan of UK Garage, and there's not a massive following here in Melbourne, from my knowledge.
No. So Garth, what's Garth? So what's gone on the last few weeks? Any new in the scene? Is there any notice of change for upcoming parties, or is everything
even in your business and stuff like that?
Yeah. I just started to launch my new branding because the last 6 months I've been rebranding myself and trying to reposition myself. Because once COVID came, I went, that's it. 2020 is over for me as an event person, so I'm going to go into the burrow and hibernate and see what I can come out with. And
So what do you mean repositioning, and what's the new brand that you've come up with?
That's my brand. I'm just rebranded my logos and as you know, teaching is my main gig, but I still love our industry, our music industry. So
how can you not? Yeah.
I suppose the festival's like esoteric. I'm upskilling myself in safety and all the compliance.
Tell them what you do at Esoteric, mate. Like that's a pretty big. Tell them what you do at Esoteric. That's a pretty big gig. Like,
So I'm what's called a public safety officer, and the council say, or when they give a permit, that they have to appoint a public safety officer. And my role is to make sure that they comply with all the permit regulations, and that I go around and do an audit and tick all these boxes. And if it's not being ticked, then I have to fix it. And then they go hopefully and fix it. And then if they don't, then I have to send a report to the council, and we have a big meeting about and how we can improve things for next year.
What's something that might be flagged for like any festival when you're in that role?
Well, what's common, or what's when you say when you flag? What do you mean by flagged?
So you were saying you walk around and do the audits.
Yeah.
So what's something? It doesn't have to be common, but what's something that might get like flagged? For instance, I'm not talking about SO.
Too many people at a party, like
no, because generally a public safety office is generally a large events. So they're generally outdoors, or they're in big stadiums like showgrounds. So the most common things is outside is electrical cables being on the ground. Basic things like you can't smoke in your food, and people serving food and smoke. Outdoor festival, everyone's smoking, and there's they've got that free spirit. They're just basic stuff that people forget about because they're outdoors. But if the health safety office came down from the council, there'll be some serious fines. So it's more working in partnership with the. It's more about keeping the promise that the event organisers have made to the council.
Yeah, they can't micromanage everything.
Exactly. You need just someone dedicated to look at all that stuff and then say, hey, this is, if the council came down, this wouldn't look good, so we're going to fix it. And so it's more so public relations, dealing with the police, dealing with the fire, dealing with the AMBOs, having regular meetings so that we're well on track. And if for example, we find a bad batch of G and it's coming from a certain area, we close it down and try and shut that shop down as quick as possible. It's about keeping people safe, and unfortunately there's unsavory people that bring bad things to festivals because they want to dollar, and so we try and knock that on the head really quickly. Got Rave Safe, and got all these people out there, got safety people in huts that just stand there listening for information. So there's a lot in the background that happens, and we have a control center that we hear every radio going off and what's happening in each area. And so we're always constantly making sure that any incidents gets reported, logged, and then we can learn from it next year what we can put in place for the next festival.
Do you think it's realistic that Esoteric's going to go ahead next year? Or?
It's a tough one. I mean, me personally, if I was running it, I wouldn't. There's just an uncertainty of will people buy tickets, and it's a big financial risk, and if it doesn't go ahead, what are the financial repercussions and what are the restrictions? Maybe Donald Council wanted to go ahead, but what happened to Rainbow? That's devastating. Rainbow going to recover from that, hopefully. And it's just, to me, I play a bit more cautiously and say, okay, let's just write 2021. Let's rebuild for 2022, and the crowd will still be there. And let's just take a year off and wait till everything really settles. Because
maybe even looking to do one of these virtual parties or something.
Yeah, I mean, you can't replace, or you can't even get close to. It's not even a worthy substitute personally, because it's about the connection you have with people on the dance floor and the music and the environment. And as much as we've done all this digital things and live streams, it just doesn't cut it. So it's just a token. And I personally don't want to put, me as an organizer, wouldn't want to put that much energy into something like that. It's great technology and how that all works, and I'm sure that'll be used some way. But as a party, I mean, that's what makes parties so special, is the human connection and that vibe on the dance floor, and that you being one with everyone on the dance floor and nothing else matters. And so you can't recreate that in your lounge room with your computer, unfortunately.
Definitely not.
Listen, Garth, we really want to say thank you very much for your expertise and your honesty on the show. You've contributed into the Melbourne and the Australian scene for a long time, as well as your teaching and to known artists, unknown artists, and just to the general public. So thank you very much for coming aboard, and we look forward to all your success and seeing you again soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. Bye.
Thank you, Garth.
Yeah, what a legend. Sweetheart, he really feels for the scene, and
Jeez, even just I don't know him. Even the 10 minutes or however long he was on, like, fuck, you can tell man's invested.
Oh, man. he is a walking. He can just teach you anything you need to know. I met him a while ago, but the first conversation, he just threw me under the bus. I'm like, I was talking to you, and he was talking to me, and I was just like blown away from his.
He put Bosse under the pump for a couple of business questions of why he's doing it, what's his passion, and we had a couple of offline Zoom meetings, and he put Bosse on his toes, and it was excellent. So thanks, Garthy. Okay.
Yeah, no, I can't remember it, but let's move on.
Sweet. You got Dave Eugene there, mate. Dave, is he ready there to do a tech talk, or I got something to lighten the mood? Either way, what do you got, bro? Mr. Davey, we'll do. You got him in the parking lot, bro?
Yeah, he's in the parking lot. So
we'll run his little number. We'll run his little number, and then
Hey guys, how you going? Stop that up. That's all right. That's all right. Hey guys, how you all going?
Very well. How are you, Mr. Dave?
I'm doing well, mate. Doing well. Another wonderful ISO day in paradise. It's life's peachy, mate. Life's peachy. Happy birthday, Dolan.
Beautiful.
That's all right. You boys all right? That was a brilliant talk by Garth there before. Definitely for sure. Yeah, no, it's mammoth the amount of contribution that he's definitely made to the scene. So good on him. Excellent.
All right, what have you got for us?
Well, today I'm talking about 5 days ago, a little bit of leaked information came out about a potential new Pioneer product. It's called A New Dimension. Now, this was leaked out on Instagram, where they leaked out a secret little video. It only goes for probably about 40 odd seconds or so, but we'll have a look at this and we'll just dissect this a little bit. Let's see if I can get this going now. Ooh. What could that be, we wonder? Don't know. So there's a bit of speculation that it could be around new CDJ 3000.
So it sounds like they're getting rid of the 2000s and going 3000. That's pretty bloody big news if they do so, mate.
Well, here's a fun fact for you. So, every few years, Pioneer normally release a major product. One of their flagship products. They released their Mark 1 in 2001, their CDJ 1000 Mark 2 in 2003. Every couple of years, they brought something out. Right up until the Nexus S2, which was released in February 2016.
So it's been a while.
It has been. So the clock is ticking, and we can see that normally they've released a few of their products in September as well. So what could that mean? We also know as well that Pioneer have also dedicated a whole lot of time towards their DJ controllers, which is absolutely mammoth as well. They've put some great products out there. But yeah, so there's been a couple of other sneaky little photos as well, and I just thought I'd bring them up and show you. And I just thought I'd digest this and see, is this possible that it might be a CDJ 3000? So here's the first image here. Can you move my name there? Just push that out of the way for me. That'd be great. Now, there's a lot of speculation on this photo, and I'll tell you why. My theory in just a few moments. There was another photo as well that's kind of leaked out as well, which kind of like I think they're trying to back up, this potential new product. And as we can see here, it's very, very similar. You have a look at the Denon there. Denon.
You're the meat in the sandwich, mate. How do you do this stuff? I just want to give my hats off to you. That was great.
It's all tech, mate. It's all tech. That's what I'm here for, right? So we can see that they've got their large imaging screen. They've got their Q buttons there as well. They've also in that video that we were looking at. Let's just bring that up again a little bit. We can see that just there we saw the mechanical function of this, which could potentially mean that it's a one of those haptic feedback.
Ooh, now I'm on board.
Yes,
now
I know you love your haptic feedback. Yes, definitely. So it looks like that they were stress testing that particular functionality, and also right here as well, they're also stress testing the Q button as well. So what could that potentially mean?
Oh my God! Haptic feedback in their devices, mate, and then I'm on board.
Yeah,
sure. In. Yep.
And also maybe no more collapsing buttons.
Well, that's a potential concept as well. We don't know for sure. I mean, having a look at these photos here, as we can see, they have got the functions there where you got your back, your forward, but they've also got on the far left hand side, they've got their beat jump and also their beat looping buttons. I believe that this is a bit of a conspiracy. I think this is a bit of a Photoshop product myself, the particular leaked images, because going back to the actual video, we can see that it's actually changed, so it's slightly different. We can also see too that it's definitely going to be a USB device.
Yep.
So, I mean, even though that USBs have dominated the club standards these days, because let's face it, not many people actually play CDs, do they? How many people actually play CDs in a club these days? Well, except of COVID, of course. But when was the last time that you played a CD, Damo?
I play records, mate. I don't play CDs, bro.
Good boy. That's what I'd like to hear. So they've obviously got their USB port there, but and then moving forward, they've also got this little baby here. Now, what I personally see from this particular image is the possibility that what they're going to do is like a dual layer. So that means that you might have two tracks running simultaneously using the same USB stick. And then from there, they that way you can just layer your tracks just using the one device. There's a USB, and another little sneaky feature that we saw as well was the potential that they might have. Let's see if I can capture this. They have the jog wheel. There it is. Just right at the very end there. They had the little part of the jog wheel there, which could be something similar like to the DDJ 1000s, where they've got these little babies right in the middle. We don't know for sure. As I said, the video is just the video released by Pioneer was their information on what they will be releasing. These other two little photos here, we don't know. Could be speculation. Could be Photoshop. Could be a nice little bit of work, but it could also be the Pioneer CDJ 3000. If you look in the bottom right hand corner there, they've actually put CDJ 3000 as well. So
I must say they have the same look as the Denons out at the moment, like
the Denon Primes. Yeah, exactly.
Can I get those two photos next to each other again? Because on the top of the screen there seems to be buttons on the one on the right, and then on the one on the left, they don't have the buttons all the way across the top.
Precisely my point. As you can see there, that row of buttons there should ideally be signifying that it would be set up for cue points. So that way you can just cue, it's heavily reliant on record box. So that way you can just hit your cue points and away you go. Are you talking about that just above the jog wheel?
No, so right at the top, I noticed that too. I had the exact same thought that there was cue point buttons. But at the actual top of the screen, right at the top of the unit,
Yes.
There's buttons running across the top on the CDJ on the right.
Different, don't they?
And then on the left, there doesn't seem to be any buttons running across the whole top.
Mm-hmm.
There's space in between.
Yeah.
So that's interesting too.
One might be a Nexus and one might be a...
Yeah, just a regular...
It's very interesting.
If anyone knows, it's you, David. That's for sure.
Well, I'm sure I will be finding a lot more information very, very soon. As I said, this
if I could request, that was very informed, brother, and very, very interesting. I've got a couple of shout outs. Chris was saying dual USB with a question mark. Have you got anything to
substantiate that?
Yeah.
Unknown. As I said, I'm only looking at an actual video here of the from Pioneer. Yes. Now I noticed that in a lot of this, I don't know if it's sneaky marketing or I don't know if it's designed to capture you, but you can see there that they layer a lot of the photos, a lot of the videos back to back, which might potentially mean maybe it is, or maybe it's just a design feature that they're trying to outlay and trying to draw attention to. Either way, brilliant marketing.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, we won't know for sure until actual statistics and details come out from Pioneer.
Yep. Okay. Great, mate. That's perfect, brother. Listen, I'd like to see maybe some Denon gear because they are right ahead of the market, and looks like Pioneer's giving them a bit of a chase. So I'm interested to see the latest Denon stuff is amazing. So
if that is the case, then why would Pioneer copy or mimic Denon's design?
Well, they're not, are they? You can tell they're going on a different direction, and Denon's very much like Samsung. They do everything. They've got the camera. They give you everything for a cheaper option. But Pioneer owns the monopoly. So it's interesting times. Very interesting.
And I'd be very interested to see what sort of pricing they come out with as well.
Oh, we don't want to know.
Yeah, very much like Apple. Moving on. Thank you very much, Dave, for your industry and tech talk news.
Are you back up for the after party? Are you, Dave?
Of course, mate.
Of course you are.
No question about it.
You just go get into something a bit more comfortable, huh?
That's it, mate. You know it. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks for that, Dave. Great job.
No worries.
See you, mate.
Cool story. Bosse, do we have Steve Dixon in the chat room waiting to go?
No, we don't.
No, we don't. What about Derek?
No, we don't.
Well, I might take this. Now's a good time to actually say goodbye to you all, and publicly thank you both from the bottom of my heart for getting me involved in this in the first place. Obviously, it didn't work out the way there were no plans anyway. So it was just nice to be involved, and thanks for having me, and thanks to everyone jumping on the Lucky Socks comments as well. There's been some massive love there.
Yeah. Did you want to say hi to Steve before you leave? Or?
Yeah, I'll say hello to Steve before I leave.
Mate, thank you very much, Julian, for coming on. You created the 3 tenors with us, so we'll never forget you. It was a big pilot and experience for us, and we look forward to you being part of our gigs and shows in the future, mate. Cheers.
Definitely not the end of Lucky Socks, that's for sure.
Yeah, Van Doolen all the way forward.
Yay! Yeah,
permanently changed.
Okay, we have a full waiting room now. So who?
Let's go, Steve. Let's go, Steve, if we can, please.
Hey, Steve, how you going?
Good, guys. How are you?
This is the shout out to you, mate. You're the Exa-Cist DJ from Melbourne. You're the MMA guy, and you're the polyamory on the after party.
All of those things.
Wow, mate, you got a lot going on. How you been?
Wow,
not too bad. Lockdown continues, but getting by.
Yeah. You're doing any mixing at the moment, mate? Any music going on?
I am not, but I did just get I did manage to salvage my desktop, which I'd fried, which has Ableton and a bunch of other stuff on there. So hopefully I can start doing some more things soon.
Fantastic. This is Van Doolen. He started the show with us, mate. As part of the third 3 tenors. So mate, is there anything that you want to speak about that you didn't say on the show? You spoke about a lot, including your the way you live your life, and more people are doing it. So yeah, shout out to you for being so open.
Is there anything new? I don't know. It's been a few weeks. I've been continuing to video date, which is always fun.
Hey, shout out to video dating.
Sorry?
What platform you doing that on?
Oh, just Facebook or Zoom or whatever is available.
Cool.
And you go under the name of?
No, it's not.
I mean, there's someone
Why you want to date him?
that has been keeping me sane a little bit during lockdown.
He said he's polyamorous, not bi. Melbourne Melodic Squad, is that right? Melodic techno, you could be into apparently.
Absolutely. I'm pretty keen to see what you guys do and what you guys push, and techno and tech house is kind of is a genre that I've kind of been playing more these days compared to what I used to play in the past.
Yep.
So I'd be super keen to get involved in something like that. Yeah. Absolutely
love it, mate. That jam comment, I could see the passion in there, and you know how to DJ. You got your head together. There's a whole new you compared to from your MMA and your relationships and everything compared to the old you. And it takes a strong mind to get to where you have, and I think you'd be perfect for it, actually, brother. So yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll be following what you guys are doing, and yeah, pretty excited.
Mate, thank you very much. Yeah, Bosse, you got anything for him, mate?
No, I was just about to say that looked like you were drinking out of the Holy Grail then. What's that?
This is my
goblet.
Goblet, because I'm a fancy bitch.
Hey! Anyone else say otherwise? Yeah, look at those guns.
No, look, I look forward to hopefully getting a group of us that can start pushing this a bit more serious and stop talking about it and actually start doing something about it. So.
Oh, look, I think it's having anything to kind of hold on to, or not hold on to, but look forward to at the moment is pretty big down here in Melbourne. And if you get the right people and that are passionate about something and push it, like Garth was saying before. I did want to just do a quick shout out to Garth and just thank him for not only everything that he's done for the scene, but for me personally as well. Not like from all the gigs that he booked me for, but all of the sage advice that he's given me over the years. He definitely helped me grow as a person when I was a young man getting into DJing. And I have a lot of respect for him. And having people like him still around doing roles like the safety officer role at major festivals is a huge thing for the scene.
That's fantastic. You've got a lot of shout outs here, Garth. What have we got? Save from Derek. Tiggs, how you going, mate? Shout out, good evening to you. And Chris, thank you very much for joining the show. All those buttons on the left. What's he saying? There are buttons on both left and right. Oh, this is back to Dave.
Talking about the 3000s.
Yeah, 3000s and stuff. So, yeah. Thank you very much for joining us and being a part of the show. And the MK and Bosse show starts fresh next week. So, mate, we look forward to you on our next ventures.
Yeah, awesome, mate. I'll keep you guys up to date with when I start doing anything musical again, and I'm keen to get involved with what you guys are doing in the future.
Awesome, look forward to it. I think the melodic's going to be a nice tempo music to get everyone back into it. When people can actually go outside again and start in the clubs and stuff.
Go outside again. Oh, it's an exciting.
Prospect. You want me to show you? I'll get the camera and I'll go out now. No.
Hey. I'm in curfew right now. That's nasty.
Right. Thanks on, Steve.
Yeah, no, thanks very much, mate.
Thanks for having me back on.
Not a problem. Catch you later.
Cheers.
Nice. If we could go to Derek, if he's available. Yeah.
Then we'll hit a brand new segment, yeah?
I think so. That'll be great.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
How we going, Derek?
Hello, fellas. How are we?
Telemikus, how are you, brother? What's going on?
Doing well, mate. Getting by. Watching your show.
Yeah, good. Mate, it's good to have you on board, and thank you for your contribution.
Likewise, thank you.
Listen, you're the rave trivia guru. You're a bit of a DJ, and you've done a few events, and this is what happened last time. And we love you, fella. I wanted to say, what has he got to say?
Got me to act like Derek. I'll be Derek.
Okay. Mate, listen, we've had a few national broadband networks problems since you've been. Oh, here he is. Sorry, Derek. Bosse was just being you, and I was just interviewing him.
What were you saying about 5G earlier on?
Yeah, well, I did some settings updates, and it was working really well. I don't know what the go is. Like, change of ISP, I think.
It happens. It happens.
What? That's
iNet not looking good for you, mate.
You'll be getting a phone call in the morning.
Pulled the plug.
Yeah, they're not a sponsor of the show, so definitely not. Go to town. Derek, is there anything that I know we missed a lot of the interview about yourself and everything. Is there anything that you would like to say, or about yourself, or anything else, mate?
Look, just a DJ like yourselves. Had a number of years, probably playing and things like that. Melbourne, and, all over the States, across Australia, and a chance in New Zealand as well. Recently, I had a friend that passed away, DJ Andy C, up in Brisbane, rather tragically, made the national news as well, and just wanted to put out a tribute to his family and the various people that have played for him over the years and have interacted him at a promoter level, at a musical level, putting events together, and just in a collab sense. He's sorely missed, and yeah, we hoped that nothing like this would ever happen to anybody, let alone him. But it has. It's just a sad story to see.
Yeah, wow. Yep. Shout out to you, MC. And
how old was he? 48? Too young. You feel you're breaking up on like.
Yeah, sorry about this, guys.
That's bad, look.
I don't know what the hell's going on with this internet out today. It shouldn't be like this. We'll just have the NBN, but
maybe go back to ADSL or
AB.
line dial up.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, thank you very much for being a part of the show. Listen, I know that we'll be talking and seeing you a lot in the future, and that's great, mate. So we look forward to all the best.
Are you looking at jumping on the melodic train as well?
Yeah, definitely. I've been doing my own sort of research in the background and stuff, following up a few things, and I'm developing the variety of the sound as well. So trying to sort of put my my head down and try and suss out what kind of direction I'll probably go in that space. But looking forward to it. I'm very much
Mr. Robot, and I just want to say Shazamming my Facebook accounts and sets doesn't count, but no, it does. I'm totally bloody honoured, and at least you're you're showing hard work and everything, and find your own artist, which you are, and you'll find your own style, which you.
I can't wait to see these DJs, their version of melodic techno, because
of what we're doing.
It's going to be amazing. Everyone's great.
Well done, mate. Thank you very much, and over and out, and much love to you and all your success in the future. So, cheers, brother.
Thanks, man. Take care, guys. All the best.
Thank you.
I think that's the first time I've actually clicked him off the screen without him dropping off himself.
Mate, why don't you, I think we'll go, why don't we do our new segment, and then we'll go over to Kaya Tararita. So put them all in the, if they're all in the waiting room, we'll get a bit of a gig guide happening.
Gig fix?
Gig fix, yeah, let's go that, bro. And then Kay, you'll be next if you're at all.
Hi guys, how you going? It's Kelly and Joe here on the Geek Fix. We're here to just give you some tips and highlights on what's going to be live streaming across the world, in Australia, everywhere, wherever, wherever you can find it. But we'll be posting all links on this page, the Australian Underground Sounds Facebook group. So first up, Lesh FM, the 24/7 underground radio station. They host a mix of genres, not just electronic dance music. They are going to be playing this Thursday our very own Dave Degen. He's on at 9 p.m. Before that, Levenik. I can't even pronounce his name, but that's Dirk McKenzie. You can catch him there at 8 p.m. before Dave. 10 p.m. Miss Mel. She's going to be playing some newer hard trance. 11 p.m. Tiggs Barrett. And 2 a.m. Dark Sin. You can log on to leshfm.com and get more info from there. And I'll let Kelly update you now on this weekend. Kelly, over to you.
Thank you. So this weekend is a big weekend for Psytrance lovers. We have Mammoth Festival in India. They've put together what they call is their best group of DJs from India, all around India, the cities in India, and they're going to be putting on a 3-day Psytrance festival. Also another 3-day Psytrance festival is MK Ultra Records live stream number 4. So that's 2 3-day festivals for Psytrance. So also on Friday night, there's Stylicious Radio is having Andean Records take over. So they're having a special from Andean Records. On Saturday, we have a vinyl listening party from Jay Slide and friends from 1 p.m. Now, I was actually listening to the last live stream from Jay Slide and his friends for the listening party. It's actually really cool. Instead of them actually playing like a live stream format, they would play one song and actually play the song from start to finish so you can hear the whole song. They talk about it. They chat between everyone afterwards. And you can join in the chat feed as well. And it's really cool to actually just sit down and chill and relax rather than listening to back-to-back songs. You can actually enjoy the music, the whole song, the whole track, and then come back to it again. From 4 o'clock on Saturday also we have Dark Sin. He's playing a 5-hour set of Scott Project. So tribute to Scott Project, sure to be excellent listening there. On Sunday, we have a family-friendly event. Big Fish, Little Fish is putting on Family Funhouse with Andy Papa. That's from 3 p.m. So there's more focus on families having fun and dancing together and getting ready in their costumes and having fun, enjoying the music. So that's really good for families. Another event that we've got on, oh no, it wasn't for Sunday. Sunday, we did find out that DJ Brisk is actually in hospital at the moment. He normally does a live stream every Sunday afternoon with his hardcore, upfront hardcore, sorry. So shout out to DJ Brisk. We hope you get well soon.
Get well.
And then, yeah, get well, Paul. We hope you get well soon so you can get back onto your Sunday sessions. Over to you, Joe.
Okay, so just wanted to touch on the usual Tuesday Recollect Rave Trivia. Come on down. It starts at 8:30. It's hosted by the team that brought last year's epic event, Reconnect. So good fun, good times. It's, don't worry if you don't know much about, I don't know, DJs who play what names of the tracks, etc. It's just good fun, good laughs, and you can watch and speak to some of your favorite DJs and watch them. Yeah, make. I won't swear. It's okay. But moving on. Kelly and I both have had our butts kicked a few times. I've been the last few weeks, so come on down, show me up a little. You can find that info on the God and Smile Police events page. Not much else from me, Cal. Over to you.
Okay, just a reminder for everyone, the MK and Bosse show starts next week on Wednesday, and we're actually moving over to YouTube, so we're not going to be live on Facebook anymore. It's going to be on YouTube. What we'll do is we'll post all the links from our segment now into the Australian Underground Sounds Facebook page, and then we'll also put the YouTube clip in there as well. If anyone has any information that they would like us to present on here, if they have information about events or anything they'd like us to tell us, they can send that through to us via the Australian Underground Sounds Facebook page. One last thing before we get going, we'd like to say a big shout out to everyone that's applying for the esoteric ballot. Good luck, everyone. We hope you get your tickets and sending good vibes to everyone. Thank you.
Woo, bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much, girls. That was bloody brilliant.
Great job, girls.
Have a great week. See you next week.
Thank you, guys. And hopefully you guys can make the after party as well. Yeah,
I'll be back later.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye. Cool story. That was bloody excellent. I'm super happy, and you girls are perfect for it. So thank you very much for our brand new segment that'll be on the next the MK Bosse show. So
yeah, that was we've got a call coming through.
Oh.
Hello.
Hey, how you going?
Oh, it's Kaycee, everyone.
I don't know if you can see me or not because I'm running off my mobile and I'm on the dark. But mate, I just wanted to say congratulations on a good pilot with your free tennis show. It's been really cool to watch you guys every week and what you got to talk about. So yeah,
thanks heaps. Thanks heaps. We've feeling you couldn't get on today, but some of us have to work, eh? Some of us got to build those roads out there.
Some of us are lucky enough to still be working during these times, so I'm one of those lucky ones. But hopefully things are going to change up for me in about a month or so. I might be starting somewhere else. So yeah, I should be able to work something about on the new MK and Bosse show.
I don't think you're going to have any troubles there, buddy.
Good to know, mate. Good to know.
Yeah, well, thanks for. Oh, here he is.
Here he is, the hair.
Oh, you're looking great. You're still building that Monash, are you? Or?
Yeah, I'm actually heading out to the Monash now. We just finished doing some work up on the Westgate Bridge to start the night, and out to the Monash now to try and block that road up as much as we can.
You look a bit like Pennywise.
Oh, mate, I'll tell you what, I have not been able to get in and get my dreadlocks done for about 6 months. And I'm looking at what's his name, Mustafa from the Lion King.
Yeah. I was thinking Pennywise, that clown.
Oh, Pennywise the clown?
Yeah. Just had a bit of makeup going there.
Looking pretty feral.
Well, thanks for giving us a call and checking in, and thanks for the compliments.
Oh, mate, your show's been great.
Can't wait to get you on the show.
Can't wait to be on there again and even join the the melodic trance massive.
Oh, that's
the one. Oh, that's the one, right? Oh, I love the name, bro.
It'll be interesting to see what you guys are doing with that, and you guys have seen the progressive melodic techno stuff I play online. So
you're brilliant, and shout out to Kylie if she's still watching because she loves your ass. She loved. We did that little tour and we loved your music.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Yeah, we haven't got the phone line hooked up that good.
Just tell him that I love him, and mate, I can't wait to see him on the show, on the future show.
Damien says he loves you, and he can't wait to see you on the show, and he's loving the music you're putting out there, and can't wait to see your melodic side come out.
Yeah, no, cheers, mate. Damien's always had some positive feedback for me on all the genres of music I've played, and a big influence in the early years from when I was a little raver. So, no, it's always good to hear what he's got to say, and I appreciate his feedback.
Yeah, not a problem. Well, yeah, we'll definitely get you on as soon as you're back into normal life, and we'll have a good chat with you then.
Be good. Well, I better let you go and get back to your show, and I better concentrate on driving. But yeah, keep up the good work, and I'm looking forward to see what the MK and Bosse show is going to bring to the table.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
No worries, Bosse. Take it easy.
See you, mate.
That's wicked. Very wicked. Listen, I bloody love that. And yeah, shout out to you, Kaycee. Buddy, just listen, he's one of my favourite DJs of the moment. He knows his stuff, he really does. And like he slowed down when everybody's sped up, and his music's brilliant. So cool stuff. Have we, mate? You got Kay in the waiting room. This has been an exceptional, phenomenal show, hasn't it? We've had so many.
It's been rolling.
cool cats on here, and here's another cool cat herself. She calls herself the goat of tarot. How are you, Miss Kay, darling?
No, I don't call myself the goat.
No,
My
you
ego
don't.
isn't that inflated just yet. Thanks, I'm good. How are you guys?
You're honoured.
Well, very sociable night.
Yeah, big night.
Yeah. Listen, we want to say thank you for coming on our show and giving all the cool cats, Bosse, myself, Haley's daughter, and Garthy, and everyone at Tarot Read and
Everyone.
and Telemikus. So, yeah, it's been, thank you very much for coming on board. And tell us if you've got any news that's going on with you at the moment.
Well, thanks for having me on to do the reads. It's been fun. And yeah, I've finally decided to make my Facebook page so I can start putting myself out there to do some healing and some tarot readings and that. So I'll post it in the comments if anyone's interested in having a private reading with me. You can get in touch. And yeah, I think we're going to do, I don't know if it's next week or whatever, but we were going to do give a free read away to one of the people watching the show, so we'll have a bit of a competition coming up soon.
Yep.
Love it. That's about it for me in the tarot world.
So what have you called yourself on your page so people can look it up?
It's Kay's Tarot and Healing. So yeah, I'll put it in the comments.
Beautiful.
So yeah, finally done it. So thanks guys for giving me that little push to get myself moving on that. So
no, well, I'm super excited for you. And you're amazing at what you do. Something about courses and things, but you're very good at what you do. And I look forward to seeing, what you do for 2020 and 2021. So yeah, I wish you all the best. That's awesome. So thanks for coming on the show, and you'll be joining us in the after party.
Possibly.
Get a couple of wines, lay your hair down, and buckle up. And we're just trying to have some fun. And anybody else that wants to get on, we'll send the link in the show notes. That'll be very, very soon, actually. So cool. That'll be about 9:30. We'll put that link in there. Anybody of the audience can join. Kay will be there. All the some of the other podcast members and will be on there as well. So thank you very much, lovely Kay.
Thanks, Kay. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for your help.
No worries. Okay. Thanks, guys.
See you soon.
Bye.
See ya.
Cool. Oh, well, I think we've almost got through everyone, mate. I think we need a bit of a funny, so I might do.
I've got funny. Why?
To the chicken cross the road.
Why do ducks have tail feathers?
Why?
To cover their butt quacks. You want it funny?
What do you call a computer that sings?
What?
Adele. I used to have one of those, but now it's rolling in the deep.
Oh,
how bad is that? Everybody hates it. Anyway, we'll be done with these jokes on the podcast. What do you call? I love the dad jokes. I could go on forever. So, what do you call a man that's double jointed? I don't know. I just said it anyway. What do you call a guy with two spliffs? Double jointed. Well done, Chaos.
What do you call a blind deer?
No idea. Hey, Bosse.
Maybe we could do some dad jokes another time.
Bosse.
Bosse,
knock, knock.
Who's there?
Ivana.
Ivana who?
Oh, Ivana, want to get to the next segment. I've got one more thing that I reckon everybody have a break, and we're going to go to the
waiting room is like sitting in anticipation over there.
Are they? I reckon. Well, I'm going to go to the Ken block, and
okay.
I was going to wait, but Yeah, we do. I think we do something funny and we won't do the stream of the week. We'll do that in the Bosse Show next week. And guys, anyone that needs to take a break, take a break. Otherwise, watch this clip, and everybody will be joining us for the after party when this clip finishes. Bosse, roll the segment. Thanks everybody for joining. It's been funny. Don't put it on now because I haven't done it yet. Cool story.
Wallet.
It's in the parking lot. And
World Rallycross.
Roll the segment, brother.
We're here to do the official first World Rallycross competition of Project E. You know, World Rallycross has had a bit of a struggle trying to convert the teams and the cars to the electric category, but the package looks very good. We have a very nice Ford Fiesta here put together by Starred, and it's starting from scratch. Like, this is a whole new way to race a vehicle.
Are you coming around to the idea that the future is electric?
Well, I'm not necessarily coming to grips with it. It's
turn on high voltage, you use the start-stop button. And when those are flashing white, the high voltage system is turned on. Push the right pedal. So now it's in drive mode. When you do nothing, drive mode switches off. 1 is full understeer, 9 is least understeer. Now you can press race mode.
Hit that.
And then you can drive on the track. Exactly.
It's all to remember. I may need this lesson again. It's a challenge, and the biggest challenge is they're all different. You know what I mean? It's like getting into a V6 car versus a V8 versus a turbocharged 4. Everybody has their own systems. The basic idea of an electric motor driving some wheels is the idea, but they all do it differently.
It's the world's first all-electric road car-based race car. What can I expect, Ken?
Some crazy noises, lots of torque. Ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
That's absolutely insane.
How's his face?
His eyes.
I don't know what just happened. Oh my
He shut himself.
He certainly had an experience, that's for sure.
I can't get no sleep.
Sup?
Oh, hello.
Yo.
I love you, Steve.
Ah, that's a good break. How was those cars? They're
Pretty
full
sick,
of
huh? Yeah,
I love
full
you,
electric, bro.
That was crazy. How's the sound of them? They sound like the Scale Electrics.
I didn't hear the start, but I'm guessing they're all electric
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the future of racing.
Yeah, Mr. Ken Block went to Sweden and he got past all the COVID tests, and there's 660 horses. It's the first in the world road race car, and he's starting his own rally event. Shout out to you, Mr. Ken Block, and all his little YouTube videos he puts on there. Bloody love them. Been watching him for years, and a bit of a fan with my shitty Kaos stories in my car. And thanks, Dave. Yeah, shout out to you too.
I apologise to you again, Dave, for stuffing up your intro again. That's
right. We'll work on that.
I nailed the girls one, but yeah.
Bosse, I reckon you'll get it right one day.
Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should nail the girls on screen, man.
It's not the right way to say that, mate. I nailed the girls one day. Yeah. Listen, I've got Martin from the Netherlands coming on. He's got to do his bit of stuff around the house. He's like, when do you guys finish? Well, he's on a different time period, so he's loving the show.
I might send a link to our.
Someone put it in the show notes, please. So whoever and whenever can join on after Dave. Dave's so like, dude, mate, you're amazing. Your show looked amazing tonight, so thank you very much. Shout out to you, Dools, if you're still watching. Kelly, now star of the moment. Talking about
I wasn't ready to come back yet. Hang on. Give me a sec.
Right.
I was just
And she's gone.
That's gold.
Says. just wave like that when you're ready.
Yeah.
So how's it going up there? Outside
Well, mate, that's a great question. I wouldn't know. That's a great question, Steve, because you know what? Because I'm such a fan of you guys in Melbourne, I wouldn't be so mean and step out of my house. So all I do is sit in front of my computer screen.
Look, it sounds lovely that you have solidarity with us, mate. Cheers.
Yeah. I'd rather be polyamorous and get out there and about, but all I do is go out for a wine. That's the only thing. Well, Sophia, I take her for a walk, which is my car. I take her for a bit of walk or run or gallop, depending on what she does. Well, she's killed my license. Thanks you to Sophia. She went for a gallop.
I've actually stepped up with one of the people I've been video dating to intimate partner status, so I get to see her this weekend.
No way. So she's
I actually get to see a human, another human.
So can I say that you did want to say the primary, but you didn't want to say there's a primary. You didn't like to call them that term, but could that step up to that, or is this just a
No, it's just another person I'm dating.
Another polyamory. Okay, cool. Yeah. That's dude. Well, shout in the show notes, buddy. Send me the mail and tell me how to do it. Because I'm free and I don't see anyone. I just got my hand.
So you got Mrs. Kaos.
It's funny how the only guy that's not in lockdown sees no one.
It's Mrs. Goat to you, mate.
Mrs. Goat. Yeah, you're right.
David, the best thing is you don't have to worry about it. You already are polyamorous. You got that one. And you got that one. Choices.
See, you get it already.
Dave knows somehow, but
I told you were sharing your screen before, man. You really got to turn that shit off.
Yes, Andy. Yes, Mr.
When you had those two bets on either side.
This is fucking hilarious. I think we got some stuff in there.
Andy, give me a bit of sass there.
Yay, Tigger, shout out to you, homeboy. I don't know what Kay's. Kay put a little on point tarot. Yeah, cool. Very good, guys. So yeah, we'll be only just focusing on YouTube from next week. We'll be posting our links via Facebook, but you'll click on that. You need to subscribe. I should have said that at the end of the show.
Hindsight.
No. I'm just laughing because I got a message from Derek. mad DJ. He's had a terrible time on his interviews. Shout out to you, mate. But he's like, issue log with IINet and NBN. He's already done it. He's already taken them to town. Technician is on their way on Friday. I'll have it sorted ASAP. You know what, Derek? We've got to get you on the new show for that. So,
well, look, there you go. You can say that you've been part and parcel and responsible for Derek getting his internet fixed.
Maybe I should do a tech segment on it.
You can compare the two.
I love you too, Andy. I love you too.
Hey, Andy, love you, man. Shout out to you.
Yeah, come on board, bro. Like, what's his problem?
Yeah, Andy should definitely come on board.
100%, mate. We've got a lot to talk about, lots to catch up.
Yeah. Even from your phone, man. Don't worry about streaming from your laptop.
Yeah, dude. Just relax. Don't do it where you want to go do it. Yeah.
It's all fun and games till the goat starts singing.
Oh.
Wait till I do my 303.
Don't want to hear the goat sing. How's Kelly going over there? Are you ready to come on? 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, we're good. So we got some topics.
Oh, you want me to do some mover honors?
I've got another. There's another event that I've failed to mention because it was only just released a couple of days ago. Yeah. But the legendary Beatwave crew, predominantly known for playing Hard House, are doing a one-off special.
The Bosse and Happy Hardcore show.
Damien, can I get the ability to share screen? I've got a.
You have the ability, so go for it.
Down the bottom, on the right hand, right in the middle there, you'll see a little.
Yeah, it's crossed out. I don't have.
Just click on it.
Click on it. Yeah, just click on it.
I'm doing it. I'm clicking on it. It says failed. Can't share screen.
Really?
Yeah.
First.
Access. No? See, even I can share my screen.
Sure, Dave. Don't tell him that, mate. It's only special people. You'll be round in my house with a gun.
My mum says I'm special.
With his guns.
Yeah, you're the first one that hasn't been able to do that.
Look, if I can't, I'll send this. So there's a photo. I'll send it to
Just
send it to me, man.
I'll send it to
No, mate, don't send it to that guy.
I'll send it to David.
Big shout out to you, brother.
He knows nothing about tech. Dave, you're magical tonight.
Thank you, man.
Let me save this photo.
Thank you.
A cute little memory came up of back when I was a tiny little young DJ.
Shout out to you, Tiggs.
And this has got at least one of the guys that was watching the
make the ad somehow. But I want to see the video. So yeah, we just got to watch the ad. So
That's all right.
I've got to make the screen back to all of us, and then when it starts happening, maybe I'll read it while it's happening. Bosse, yeah, I'll do.
You just lost it.
Yeah, no, but hopefully it's gone back to us. So a Florida man in an apparent drug incident state stabbed a mattress with a bedpost and tore it apart with his bare hands as he searched for another man he believed was the girlfriend's lover hidden inside, authorities said on Friday.
Man's got to do what a man's got to do.
Obviously.
Where you going there, Kelly?
I just reckon he's got some anger issues, this guy, Mr. MMA. You know what I mean?
Apparently Kay can't hear anything. Is that right?
She can't hear us.
She just put a thing in the chat, so...
I can definitely hear us if I turn the audio on the other screen that I've got on.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Neil Coote says, yeah, same.
Neil Coote says, yeah, same.
Interesting.
Okay.
Hey, boss, I can't hear your mic again, mate.
What's that?
I said I can't hear your mic again, man.
If you follow the cord, right?
Oh, we got a Garthy Garth.
Oh.
Hey, team.
How are you?
How you doing, Garth?
Yeah, pretty sweet. Trying to study, get some assignments finished.
Did you get to eat your ice cream before it melted?
Yeah. I was eating it in the show. I was like, boy, worst timing ever. I thought it was 8:45. Not 8:41.
I just had these visions in my head of you when I saw you put it down.
It was bad timing.
And it was just going to melt on the desk while you were
No,
talking.
I'm sure you would have had a bowl. Hey, Garth, how are you, mate? Good to see you.
Yo. Nice
Yo.
green screen effects.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I'd keep it subtle this time.
Hey,
That wasn't
Joey.
subtle. That was full on.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh my God! There's the calendar girl. Hello, calendar girl.
Hilarious.
Very well.
Joe,
Pardon?
you did really well before.
Yeah, amazing job. Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, really? You really think so?
Well, I just thought that she could turn the camera, your computer screen monitor up on full thing so we could see your face like now. That's better.
Yeah.
That's the only critique I would have.
Oh.
Damien, it's hard to... glass houses, mate.
I'm back.
Made it. I was just watching you in the waiting room there. Wow, what the hell are you doing?
Doing this. I'm back.
Well, just saying to Joe, great job tonight. Segment. Great job.
Thanks. Now I go shy again.
So weird.
I can't believe
you went pretty pumped after it.
Say that again, sorry.
Your heart was beating after it, like you.
My hands were like going. But
It's
I'm
only
okay
the first
now.
time. It's only the first time, mate.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Is it live?
Yeah, we'll probably cut it out pretty soon, I think, and we can keep talking for a bit. And...
Where's Kay?
Oh.
Miss Kay, where are you?
Apparently, Neil Coote said if he closed down and reopened his window, then he can hear. But apparently, he's dropped down to 2 viewers, so I'm one of them. 3 viewers.
So I've got Kay and Chris saying they can't hear anything or it's stuffed up.
Yeah, but if they close the window and reopen it, then apparently Neil
So
said.
if they refresh it, their screens and stuff, maybe, is that right? In English, Dave, for the normal people, mate.
Yeah, but that's only one. We're on about 5 platforms, so.
So go to YouTube, people. If you go.
What else?
Maybe they didn't like my Siamese twins segment. Then Facebook cut us.
Yeah, well, what I can do is I can stream anyway, and
Facebook's a pain in the ass. I got cut like multiple times during my Happy Hardcore stream a few months ago.
yeah, it's crazy. And now they're stopping it all together. So
Yeah,
Good
well,
story,
I know a lot of people that are doing music streams onto Twitch now.
yep, they're going to be cutting it too, though. So
Which is frustrating.
they may as well take all our DJ equipment while they're at it. Like,
Just hand it over.
I sold all mine. They can't take it. Come at me, Twitch.
Yeah.
At the time. Those sound for ages.
Where were you last night, Steve? You got on late.
I had a video call with my partner in Sydney beforehand.
He's always late to come, aren't you, mate? You poor thing. So.
Oh, it's better than coming early, Damien.
Yeah,
you walked straight into that one.
I did, bro. I was pumping up your tyres, mate, but yeah, it didn't come back to me.
Is that what your kids call it these days?
Pumping up tyres?
Yeah.
But yeah, Joe, just a video chat beforehand.
She should join trivia.
I don't think she would.
Jill would be the word.
I don't know if she'd do very well, but she also doesn't do well
Jill.
on group Zoom chats.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ooh.
We can all hide in the waiting room.
Just when it's nice getting interesting surprise.
I do not need a bunch of voyeurs in a waiting room of any of my video calls. Thank you very
We'll
much.
all be in the side room like this.
Hey, Steve, do I need to remind you of the time that you left the camera on and decided to go to bed? And you were
No,
talking
I don't think I left my camera on. I closed my computer and the computer stayed on.
Oh, the computer stayed on, and so did the mic. So
Yeah, and the mic. Yeah,
and the mic. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
And I believe I was actually sleep talking.
Yes, you were.
Yep, that was fun. I actually had after Tuesday night, I had like a little bit of a sad experience. So I finished my video call with Michaela, and then I joined the trivia, and I did the last round of trivia, and then I went to bed, and I was dreaming of Michaela, and I think I was talking to her in my sleep, and then I woke up and I rolled over and I went to cuddle her, and obviously she wasn't there.
Oh.
And I was just like, oh fuck, this is 2020, isn't it?
No.
Shit.
God.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, that does suck.
Yeah.
So we might stop the live stream anyway, and
Can we go to bed? I just got something sent from dear old Brookie, and she sent me a picture, and I thought it's very appropriate for the after hours show. Says things I'll put on your ass. If I don't...
No, it says put up your ass, mate, not in.
Oh, yeah.
On.
Can you read it? Because I'm backwards. So.
Things I'll put up your ass if you don't put on that fucking mask. By Dr. Seuss.
Shout out to you.
Brings us to our next subject. Damien.
No, plugs. Are we talking
Name
about
your
plugs?
thing.
No, okay, plugs. They're pretty good. So where are we going with this? Are we going there or no? Let's not go there. No. Probably not. Why don't we roll the credits with the Paul Oakenfold track and over and out, and then we will just do a restream live and send all the cats the link. Or you could probably
The links are sent. I've already done all of them from our stuff and YouTube for next week.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you.
She's on the ball.
Thanks, Winki.
That's just normal Kelly.
Yeah.
So, Bosse, do we have to get a new link, or can we? Can you just stop recording and going live?
I'll just stop recording now, and then we can
That'll stop going live. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, that's 3 tenors over and out. Let's go to some cheering, and we'll.
Boss.
Thank you all for being on the show. We love you, and onward and upward.